502 years have passed in our Civil War setup for this time lapse, and we've got some winners and we got some losers. It looks like the Union has decided, instead of uniting their former territories, why not just take all of Canada? Confederacy is pretty much just the state of Louisiana, which is funny because I feel like during the actual Civil War, the Union did a good job of blockading Louisiana, so it wasn't as important, and using the Mississippi as a chokehold on the rest of the South. I feel like the biggest winner outside of the US is definitely Mexico, gaining back some of its former territory in Texas, as well as expanding into Central America. Brazil looks to have lost a lot of its initial gains. Chile as well. Las Guianas actually expanded into an empire. Good on them. Antioquia is a kingdom. Venezuela became an empire. Almost probably formed Grand Colombia. Weird stuff. As for faith, we did do a homogenous faith just so that it would be easier for these, at least 3 nations over here would be more solidified. As for down here, we kind of left it a little bit more wild because they didn't matter as much for the scenario, especially because they weren't on camera. But it looks like this faith, Patria Grande, has become the top faith, at least in South America for sure. And then Central America is the Alniedorato faith, and then finally the Constitutionalists, which is what took over as the Union faith that we set. If you haven't really checked out After the End, I would suggest you do it. It's a very fun game where they've taken kind of the fantastical cultures and religions of the future and made them so that they're in a medieval US. It's very interesting. Kingdom map mode, not a lot to see here just because we don't personally know them, but looks like a lot of the states stayed the same, except for California, I know, is an empire. We did in the empire map mode change so that the Union had its own empire and the Confederacy had its own empire. I love the fact that the presidency gets these shades, which is funny. It just is like these are the presidential shades. Nobody else can wear these. This is how we know who the president is. But they don't die with their sunglasses. They get them to the next president. That's how you know you've lost the presidency, is that you no longer have the shades. Let's do the legendary map mode and see what is more popular. As usual, it seems like the holy legends are the ones who seem to do the best, more than, say, the legitimacy or the heroic legends. Tell me more about the pig child. Without food or hope of rescue, Colonel Emerson lay lost as a baby beside a river until a mighty pig mother did find him. She fed him from her teat, making the babe grow into a Herculean man with the strength and courage of the pig. Returning to humanity, Emerson discovered how chaos had beset the land. Neighbors set upon neighbors like a pig upon its prey. Emerson knew that his people required strong leadership to unite the pack behind their shared cause. Emerson ruled just as the pig would, strong and proud. Though he never did see the pig mother again, he had no doubt that this messenger from Dios and his proceros would look upon his reign with great pride. The lands remained quiet and peaceful, with none of his enemies daring to step out of line, lest they face the fury of the pig. So that's some interesting flavor legend. I don't think that's in the base game. I think that's a very specific legend for this version of the game, which is interesting. Pretty successful time lapse. What did we learn? Probably if we were to do this again, maybe it would have been smarter to do it differently, where it had been a kingdom of the empire, the Confederacy. That might have been smart to do it that way, so that then they would have a more natural time trying to conquer them rather than 2 empires. The other thing I probably could have done was made the Confederacy also a kingdom, but then make it a holy war. So maybe that would have lasted a lot longer. Pretty happy with what happened here. That's all I have for you. Thank you so very much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, have a good rest of your day. Ciao.